Ron, thank you very much. Yes, ready to testify now and making his third appearance on After Hours is Tyler Toffoli. Hey, on the show 3 times, that means you're a big deal. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, like I was saying, my dad found out and he was pumped about it, so I'm sure he's watching right now. He took his evening nap here.
Excellent. So he could be awake for the show.
For the show.
You could always PVR like a lot of our viewers do. But thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Your team put a 3-game win streak on the line tonight, and you very nearly pushed it to 4. Dave?
Your team has a tremendously high battle level, and you got that winning streak. Where did you think things might have gotten away from you? I mean, you could obviously say the goal at the end, but it felt like this was going to be another game where you guys would find the answer at the end.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it before, and we knew it was going to be a really good test against a really good team, a team that obviously had a good playoff last year, and they're a team that might win the cup this year. And we talked about it before, and being on the big stage here in Hockey Night in Canada, obviously a special moment for a lot of the Canadians and stuff, but obviously fell a little short there.
Your night, you drew a penalty and you got an assist. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel my best tonight, but one of those games where you just got to try and grind. We were obviously playing against their top line all night, and at the end of the day, like I said, fell a little short, but gave ourselves a chance to win here.
So despite tonight's loss, Tyler, 3 wins in 4 games is light years away from where you were to start the season, 0-7-2. And that takes us to a rallying point. Monday night, the winless Sharks go into Salt Lake City to play Utah. 4-1 down late in the third. Looks very much like you're headed for your 10th loss of the season. Then you send the game to overtime, and in OT, you help set up the winner. Dave?
Did it feel like, we got to win this one? I mean, it seems like the season's on the line, and we've got this comeback going. This has to go our way.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where I think there was like 4 or 5 minutes left, and we pulled the goalie, and we scored that one, and obviously nobody really celebrated, and then we scored the second one. I think we called the timeout maybe, and before we went out and we put it to overtime, it was one of those things where everybody was kind of freaking out, and the guys and me and Granny kind of looked at each other. We're like, why is everybody freaking out? We just scored 3 6-on-5 goals. Like we're good. So obviously that was good. Felt like there was a lot of pressure on us to not lose. And I think we have a lot of doubters this year, and that's one of the things we've kind of been motivated to do is prove a lot of people wrong. And I think the past 4 games we've been playing well. I
just want to touch on that. I mean, you and Granlund, you've played long enough in this league. You know anything can happen, and you've got a young team. I mean, you're saying that to each other, and then do you go to the rest of the younger guys and say, "Hey, take a breath. We're good."
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. Seeing Granny, he's so even keel, and I feel like I am too. So I think guys kind of look around the room and they see the 2 of us, and they see Goody, they see guys that have been around, and I think Greersy did a great job of bringing guys in, and I think as a team outside of the rink we're a very close group, and like I said, I feel like things are translating on the ice now, and we just got to keep getting better every day.
It was very early in the season, but still that rally against Utah had to feel like it saved the season for you. So the next night you faced LA, you accounted for the winning goal, and that takes us to your goal-scoring career. 33 last year, 34 the year before. You're almost automatic every season for 20 and a constant threat to get to 30. Eric Stevens wrote a story on you in The Athletic this week in which he called you a professional goal scorer. What do you think of that label?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the older I get, it's one of the things. I feel like I take a lot of pride in trying to keep my confidence as high as possible. And it's been a lot of fun. I've been on some really good teams and played with some really good players, so that obviously goes a long way. And definitely a lot of special moments. And try and keep proving all the people wrong when they say that I can't skate and I can't move, but I can still score 30 goals a year. So.
Don't you hate that?
So, yeah, you can't skate, but all you can do is score. That leads us to going a bit further with Eric's story. He said, you're not blazing fast. You don't have the hardest shot in the league. So, Dave.
Yeah, you are comfortable scoring goals. Like, has that always been the way for you?
Well, what do you have to make you a goal scorer?
I want to say I just have that hockey sense, and I've had it obviously since I was young, and I think when I'm moving my feet and doing like the little things in the D zone, that's definitely the one thing that I learned relatively the hard way trying to make the LA Kings with Daryl Sutter and Dean Lombardi. If you're not making those little plays in the D zone, then you're not playing. And I think to this day I try and take pride in that. And when I'm doing those things, I feel like it translates to the rest of the night for me.
Was there a player when you got to LA that you saw do certain things in scoring goals and said, I got to take a page from that?
Honestly, I think it was all of the wingers. I mean, if you look at them, Dustin Brown, I want to say he was playing left wing maybe, but Dustin Brown, Justin Williams, Trevor Lewis, we had all these guys that, we would watch a ton of video with the player development guys, Nelson Everson and everybody. And it was one of those things where they took a lot of pride in it, and I feel like that's what made the LA Kings so good, for myself growing up.
Sneaky goal scorers, right?
Yeah.
Tyler, your goal scoring ability has been evident from an early age. Here's the throwback picture to make the point.
we were joking obviously earlier, but he's gonna be upset. It's not the spaghetti picture that
no, we're not showing that
we
again.
normally throw up there.
Rob looks like he just got home from work and could take his sunglasses off.
Probably did.
Still have those pads? Have they deteriorated?
I'd like to throw them on there for him and rip a couple off his shins, see how that feels for him.
Yeah, well, it feel different these days. Your NHL journey is now in its 12th season. When it started in LA, you might have thought you were going to be a king forever. Now you're on your 7th team, San Jose Sharks. What do you think of this journey that has seen you crisscross North America?
It's crazy. Honestly, it almost doesn't feel real looking at it. And some of the young guys asked me the other day how many teams or what teams I've been on, and I almost forgot. It was crazy. But obviously when you come in the league, and I think I played just over 500 games with the Kings, felt like I was going to be there forever. And I feel like once I got moved the first time, it was opening the floodgates there.
You almost have you're 3 teams away from the Canadian bingo card. You know that.
When I was signing this year, I couldn't stop getting tweets from everyone joking, saying I was going to touch them all. So hopefully,
yeah, we got a bunch of those tweets tonight,
Yeah.
and one of them was, "Are you planning on playing for every Canadian team?" But we'll start with this one. It's from Gary Robbins. You seem to be one of the very few historically who can get traded or sign with a new team and then produce immediately and seamlessly. Your consistency is incredible. Any thoughts on why and how you manage your new surroundings so well and so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've just had a really good opportunity everywhere I've gone, and I said the other day to someone who I was talking to, I've always gone somewhere where they're kind of going on a run, and it's just been a really good opportunity, a really good chance for me personally, and I said earlier, obviously here tonight too, just being able to play with really good players goes a long way, and for myself, the way that I play, I feel like I don't need the puck on my stick all the time, and when I'm playing with centermen that want the puck on their stick, they enjoy that, and they can kind of do whatever they want, and I just try and get open. So obviously I've made a decent career out of it.
Well, obviously, yeah. 3 times, though, you've been traded at the deadline, which is to say that the teams who acquired you thought you were the guy to get them over the hump. Certainly the case with Vancouver, Calgary, and Winnipeg. But that said, I can only imagine how you and your wife, Kat, came to loathe the trade deadline. Or did you?
Yeah, I think when I got traded to Calgary from Montreal, it was the day after our team Super Bowl, so I wasn't feeling incredible that morning, and my wife was out of town, and I woke up to, I'm not even lying, I think 20 or 30 messages, and a couple numbers that I didn't know from Alberta and from Montreal, and I realized that I was getting moved, and it was a matter of me waking up and making those phone calls. And then when I got moved to Winnipeg, another relative, surprise. We were kind of still in the hunt, but obviously going to Winnipeg, a team I was playing extremely well, and I always looked at it like a really good opportunity to try and win again, and unfortunately fell short.
So a nice 4-year deal here in San Jose, and the money is nice. But I wonder if the best part of the deal is that no movement clause, so that next March you and Kat don't have to worry.
It definitely makes things feel a little bit easier, and I think Sports Center is going to be a little more calm that time. But I mean, obviously you never know.
You won't be waiting for your name to come across the screen.
Hopefully, right? Hopefully not. So that was definitely a big part of things, and coming to a young team with a lot of young talent. I've heard nothing but great things with how everybody works, and coming here from day one, everybody works extremely hard. So very happy with the decision.
Here's a question from Coach Rex, who is a fan of the show. Tyler, you have played with many great players during your NHL career. Who did you have the best chemistry with on the ice to this point in your career?
I mean, I feel like you have to go back to day one with Karts and Pearson.
That 70s line.
The 70s line, yeah. we felt like we
Jeff
did
Carter and Tanner Pearson.
Yeah, and I feel like we did some special things there, and obviously, winning a championship together goes a long way. And other than that, I mean, you look at the teams I've been on; they're incredible players. So I don't want to necessarily say one certain guy, but playing with Kopi. Same thing. He does all the little things, and then you kind of skip forward. Well, you don't want to skip with Millsy and Petey, and then we'll go to Jersey, and Jack Hughes is obviously unbelievable. Mm-hmm. So in between there, obviously so many good players as well.
San Jose Sharks signed you obviously to score goals, but also to be a mentor to younger players, in particular Macklin Cellebrini and Will Smith. You've had only one game with Cellebrini because he's been nursing that hip injury ever since, but he did set you up for your first goal as a Shark. Very small sample size, but you've been around him enough to say or to know if he is the generational talent that everyone expects him to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be special, and like you said, this very small sample size here. He's so explosive, makes so many plays, and he's extremely confident. And I think just the way that he's rehabbing here in the gym and stuff, I think he's at the rink for 4 or 5 hours a day trying to get healthy. So hopefully he's going to come back soon, and he's already a huge piece to our hockey team.
What sort of questions does he ask you? What's on his mind trying to make this transition and do the best he can?
Yeah, because he has said it's been great to have a Stanley Cup winning veteran like you around to ask questions.
Sit beside each other in the locker room, both locker rooms actually, and it's just like little things. He wants to be able to make as many plays as he can, and I think at the end of the day he's got to realize that we got to be careful sometimes. Read what we have left on the ice in the period, and if we're tired. So just like little things like that, and he knows, and I don't think he really needs to ask anything. He's light years ahead of me skill wise, so I'm going to be chasing his coattails around here.
Marshall Chapman asks, I'm curious who mentored Toffoli as a youngster. Toff was a leader on a young team in Montreal, leader on a young team in San Jose. Who played that role for you early in your career? You touched on this earlier, but who might that have been?
Yeah, I think the locker room on the Kings was so. I mean, there were so many different moving parts. You have a guy like Dustin Brown who didn't say a whole lot, but worked so hard and did so many things on the ice. And then you have Justin Williams, who obviously worked extremely hard on the ice, but was extremely vocal in the locker room. But then I can even look at like defensemen, like a guy like Matt Green, who laid it on the line every single night, literally blocking shots with his face, I believe, and being vocal in the locker room too. And a guy that I still talk to all the time now, whenever kind of things are happening, and a good friend.
Do you kind of take a look at some of these younger players that are making it at a young age in the NHL and be like, man, like they seem to have it all: the speed, the skill, the ability to shoot, these new sticks. Like they just come like almost as a complete package, but they still need to learn the game at the NHL level that you touched on, the little things.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, and I think I see firsthand in the summer when all these skill coaches get all the things on the ice and guys are dancing around them, and I'm like, let's just do some 2-on-1s here or something.
Yeah, someone give me a puck.
Yeah, try and pass through a triangle or something. But guys are coming in the league and extremely prepared. Whereas when I was coming in the league, it was you're borderline automatically starting in the minors and working and grinding your way up. But I mean, that's just the way it is, and you see the way these kids are changing the game.
Whenever we have you on this show, and as we said earlier, it's 3 or 4 times now, I feel obligated to play your interview from the LA Kings on ice Stanley Cup celebrations in 2012. And I want to play it because it is so genuine and so real.
Who are you talking to?
My old man.
He's talking to his father.
Wait, hey, he's probably watching Hockey Night Canada right now. Hey, he's probably running down the street.
Oh man,
Hey!
that was nuts.
Dad! Dad!
I think he flew out the next day, and we had the parade and
Only
stuff.
hearing one side of it, but it's good.
And we were having a good
I'll call you
time.
later.
And, our skating coach and good friend James
That's
Richmond
awesome.
gave me the phone too. So
Got to get your
So-
dad's
that's
name.
amazing.
Rob Toffoli, he's probably watching right now. Hey, Dad! Woo!
So Rob apparently
What'd
was
you
running
say-
down the
what'd you say
street
to him?
celebrating, could
Oh, I
barely
know.
hear
What'd
you,
you say?
but you have said that whenever you see that, and it was 12 years ago, but whenever you see it, it gives you chills still?
Absolutely, and definitely gets me emotional. And like you said, 12 years ago, it's definitely a special moment. Being able to be close a couple times, but not get it done is definitely makes it more memorable. And trying to build something special here and try and get it done here.
Yeah, so as each year goes on, and when you won the Cup that night in your first year with the Kings, you're probably entitled to think, well, this is easy, I'm going to win a bunch more. And does not every year prove how difficult it is to win the Cup?
100%. I mean, I don't want to say I took it for granted, but you look at guys on that Kings team that played for so long that never won. A guy like Marian Gaborik and Robin Regier, two guys that I don't know if Reg played after that. He might have retired maybe a year after that, but it's one of those things where you never know if you're going to get a chance to win, and you're never going to know if you're going to win it again. So that's definitely one thing that I realized relatively quickly, and been chasing it ever since.
Often forgotten in trades is the partner, the spouse. In your case, your wife, Kat, who more than once has been left to pick up the pieces as you went on to play with a different team. So as we pointed out earlier, the no movement clause in your contract here is nice, but there's also the fact that Kat is from Monterey, which is only an hour away from here. It must feel great to be able to finally reward your wife.
Definitely, and it's nice. Her parents have season tickets now, and I think they've been to majority of the games. I think that was in Capri. That was a great trip. But no, I think it's been a long journey, and I don't want to say it's been awesome every step of the way in the sense of the amount of moving around and the moving parts and the amount of bags packed.
Sure looks like you guys have been on some nice vacations.
How we try. That's what the summer's for, right?
Yeah. Have you gotten better at packing?
I personally haven't. I think she has.
Okay.
But that's why we're trying to settle down here and lay the roots a little bit.
Nice.
Kat used to work for the Dodgers, and so you've got to be a Dodger fan. And so Sharms asks, how did Tyler celebrate the Dodgers winning the World Series?
I think, did we play? I think we played that night, or the next night. So I didn't do anything, but I definitely watched the parade and saw some of the players having a good time. So it's special. They won during the COVID year, and I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was maybe Walker Buehler said that people thought it was not the real championship sort of thing, and now they can't say anything. So obviously a special moment for them. I know some of the people within the organization sent them a text and congratulations, and obviously an amazing experience for
What
them.
a team, too. Right?
It was crazy,
Yeah.
and they're only getting better. So
Yeah.
Because the Canucks were in this game, we're going to assume we have a fair number of viewers in Vancouver tonight. So that takes us to your first trade from LA to Vancouver. 10 points in 10 games with the Canucks. And a couple of times you expressed how much you and Kat loved it on the West Coast, how much you loved Vancouver. Still, there were no serious attempts by the Canucks to re-sign you, if there were any at all. What happened?
yeah, I mean, obviously a very unfortunate situation with COVID and no one really knowing what was going to come next. And I mean, it wasn't just me. It was Tanny, heart and soul player who started his career there and literally laid his body on the line every single night for in the locker room. Everybody loved him and loves him everywhere he's been. So him, Markey, Stetch, and like I said, it was just an unfortunate situation, and it was what it was. And obviously happy for the guys that are still there and seeing them do well.
Well, that was a rivalry, L.A. and Vancouver, and then you're now on the other side. That must have felt different.
It was, yeah, I mean, it was definitely just within the first trade, and then it's funny how it all kind of worked with, like you said, the rivalry. And I remember, I think I hit Alex Burrows legit from behind one time right in front of the bench, and it was wild. And then 3 years later, he's my coach in Montreal, and I was like, hey, good to see you. Like, my bad. But obviously he had some mix-ups himself. So.
Well, you play long enough, and those kind of encounters are going to happen.
Yeah.
DJ T asks, did you not sign with the Canucks because half of your career goals are against us? Most of those were scored, I think, when in the COVID shortened season, when you played a lot of series against each other.
But you chops when you go to Vancouver.
And you stung the Canucks in your first game with Montreal against them for a hat trick. Here's a tweet from Dirk, who wants to know how you became friends with the Blue Jays legend Justin Turner. He's not a Blue Jays legend, obviously. His best years were with the Dodgers, but he played for the Jays and Seattle last year.
Yeah, so his wife and my wife became really good friends just in LA, and obviously then he started blossoming as a player with the Dodgers, and my wife working there, and once Kat and I got together, it was almost automatic that we were going to become friends. And he shoots me a text every time after I score in a game. So just great people, and actually Kat's with his wife Courtney in Napa right now. So I'm assuming that they're having a good time.
Here's a question, Tyler. What is the best hockey camp you ever went to as a kid?
Hockey camp? Oh, shoot, I can't remember the name of it. But it was Jerry D.
Oh, you got it. That's the correct answer. Because it's Jerry D who sent the question.
I can't remember what it was called.
He didn't say. But Jerry, people know him as the host of Family Feud.
Oh, yeah.
He starred in the hit comedy series Mr. D.
Yeah,
was a varsity hockey player at St. FX and ran a few hockey camps. I was going to say
his brother coached me.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say if you got this wrong, we'd have to edit it out, but we can't because it's a live show.
I can't remember what the camp was called, but I do remember going to it.
All right, perfect.
You scored on that one.
Thanks for coming on,
awesome.
Tyler.
Thank you, guys.
As Tyler Toffoli, nicely settled now in San Jose and not going anywhere for the next 4 years, at least that's the plan, was our guest on After Hours. Back to San Jose, California.